guys, and welcome back for another video. So today is going to be a video where I'm just going to be a no holds bar. I'm just going to try a video in which I'm not going to edit the crap out of it. I'm just going to say what I feel and see where it gets me. Because there's probably going to be some things said in this video that a lot of people aren't going to like. Maybe there's some things in this video that some people will like. So I guess I'll find out in the comment section.
Are you just mad because black women are not doing what y'all ask? But to us, y'all aren't bringing shit to the table for us to do what y'all ask. Every
person that works for me is a black woman. Everybody do what I ask. What are you talking about?
See,
listen, baby girl. Let me hold on. Let me kick it with her. Let me kick it with her, baby girl. Listen.
Don't baby girl me. I'm a grown ass woman. Don't baby girl me.
See, that's that attitude.
Not an attitude.
It's that attitude.
It's not.
Yeah, it is the attitude. There's a certain approach that you can have, especially when you're trying to win over somebody on your side of a conversation. Being angry and responding with anger and stuff like that is not going to exactly get them to see your side of it. It wasn't a derogatory statement, and the fact that you're even responding to that, I mean, it kind of makes you sound like a bitch, like a nitpicky bitch. Like, don't call me that. Like, he's not calling you anything rude, so why don't you just shut up and listen to what he's trying to say? He's trying to obviously school you. He's in a position to do so. That's why you're on the Anton Daniels show and not some random chick with multicolored braids show.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't like certain words.
You're missing your opportunity because you're so caught up in.
Address me as a grown ass woman. No, I don't like baby girl. Please.
And this is why y'all last.
What?
He's right. That's exactly why you're last, because you're so caught up on the small details of how you were just addressed that you're unwilling to hear what is being said. The lack of respect that our women just have is ridiculous. Like, it's just my observation. You guys leave me a comment, tell me what you think.
And this is my problem. No, this is my problem. I let you talk.
You didn't let
my problem with
me do anything.
I let you talk.
This is why you last.
No, this is why.
You see my face now. I got the face like you do.
Oh my goodness, I can't stand that in a man, which is why I'm single. I'm single by choice. Not because I can't go get a nigga.
You're not single by choice.
Yes, I am. Not because I can't go get a nigga.
No, you're not. Listen,
if I wanted to, I could have a nigga right now today and be happy.
But you're not gonna have the right nigga, and that's the difference.
I'm choosing to be alone.
Anybody can get somebody.
Women to conform.
Anybody.
I tell you,
anybody can get somebody.
I don't like it.
Anybody can get somebody. But can you get the one that you want?
Yes, I could. I choose not to.
You lie.
Anton Daniels is so patient and nice. Like, I could see how this would have went if it was Kevin Samuels she was talking to. He'd have been like, what's your weight? What's your height? This conversation's done. Like, he would have took those two stats and like shut all of this crap down. Like,
right. And this is why I know you are a representation of what every other black woman is like, because they all say the same thing. They say they're single by choice, but this is what I know for a fact. No woman wants to be by themselves.
That's not true.
No woman want to be by themselves. You want to be in a relationship. You want to be loved on.
That's not.
I know that for a fact too. I know most women, no matter how independent they come off, how they act like they don't need a man, how much they hate their dudes and stuff like that, their baby daddies, whatever. I think at the end of the day, if they could choose to be with them, they would. They know it would be easier, because having two people in a household is 100% going to be easier financially, emotionally. It's physically just safer as a woman to have a man in the household. Most people want that. And the fact that some of these people try to act like they're so independent and so strong that they need nothing, they're their own rock, and that's why a lot of y'all be mentally unstable at the end of the day, because you're trying to fool yourselves into thinking that you don't need help when you really do.
You want to have somebody that comes home and brings home the bacon. You want to be taken care of.
That's not
listen,
true.
If you sit here and tell me that you want to go out here, if you sit here and tell me that you want to go out here and you want to go and compete for resources and get somebody like me that don't
competing when I can get it myself. I'm not asking no one to do it for me.
Listen, it's not even in your nature.
You trying to tell me what I want and what I don't want? That's the problem with me.
You know it's not in your nature.
We don't want.
It's not in your nature.
You literally just got mad because I said don't baby girl me.
I'm not. Do I look mad?
No, but you did though. You were.
I hear him. It's not in a woman's nature to want to be the provider and to go out and chase and get the bag. But in this day and age in society with the modern woman and things that are going through modern women's head, the fact that we're taught these things in school about independence and all of that, most women do want to grow up and get their own bag, because a lot of women do want to have their own means, because they don't want to be stuck under a man and feeling like they have to go to him for money. I can even say, as a married woman, you know what I'm saying, who loves the absolute crap out of her husband, okay, not going nowhere, very happy with my husband and my children, okay? I like working, I like getting my own money.
Like, oh, that's the problem with the attitude. It's not an attitude.
I just call out
if I don't like words,
I'm not
if
mad
I
at
don't
all.
like certain words, I don't understand why. I only have this problem with black men. If I tell a black man, I don't want to be baby girl, I don't want to be bae, I don't like certain words, y'all do what you just
But you're missing it, Nunu.
You know what? On the one hand, if it's that serious, he could have said, you know what, excuse me, ma'am, I'll just call you ma'am. And nobody can have a problem with that. But it was the way that she said it. And maybe it was the way that he responded. And at the end of the day, maybe that's why our people, black women and black men, don't get along very well, and both are divesting because of this issue. The lack of being able to communicate properly with each other. The lack of respect between each other. If he was white, she probably wouldn't be acting like this. They get a little bit more feminine than they would be with a black man. They're usually a lot more quick to, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Nigga, we on the same level type stuff. So many black women are confused as to why a lot of black guys don't like them. And it's like, that right there is it. It's not because of what you look like. It's not because they find other women so much more attractive than you. As long as your hair looks good, as long as your skin looks good, they don't care about the color of it.
And the thing that you're missing, Nunu, it's not, and see, this is what I tell women all the time. It's not, listen for 5 seconds. And if you listen, you got to.
Homeboy needs some attention. Apparently he wasn't getting a chance to talk, so he had to go scream in the background. He looking weird as hell for that, I'm just saying.
And if you listen, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You gotta listen just as much as you talk.
You're not listening to shit a black woman gotta say, because you feel like black women are some way.
It's this, and you can always bring it out of them. Here's the thing. It wasn't the fact that you said
you categorize black women, and that shit pisses me off of black women. It wasn't what you were saying. It's the delivery. What I was trying to say is, as black women, we get enough of that.
And so this video was taken from somebody else's channel who had took this video from a much longer conversation that happened. So that's why there was that like random jump. And that's why all of a sudden her demeanor has changed and she has glasses on. Maybe she like came and realized like, oh, I guess I'm not really making black women look really good right now by catching a whole attitude and getting hype and going like this and putting my big old fingernails in front of the camera. And you know what I mean? Like, I swear, like, oh my God, just give them a few minutes and they will show up and show out and be proud and be proud. Like, this is what's up. And it's not. It's not. And the glasses aren't helping you, honey. We done already seen it. We done already seen your ghetto side and we know it's there. The glasses aren't going to make us think any different. You can put those away. Please. Thank you.
Enough of being called out of our name. We get enough of being told like we're less than. So it gets to a point when having to hear it from black men, especially on public platforms, it's like, bro,
I don't got you.
And that's the part I don't think that black men understand. When we have to hear it from the white women, we have to hear it from the white men, we have to hear it from social media, we got to hear from different podcasts that everybody feel like they want to have, we got to hear in music. It at some point in time, it really feel like don't nobody got our back.
It really feel like don't nobody got our back. Instead of trying to prove those people wrong, you know, like if they're saying you're mean and you have a nasty attitude and stuff like that, rather than like proving them right each and every time, like maybe be a little different, you know, maybe be a little softer, a little more feminine in conversation, maybe, you know, drop a few less F-bombs, you know what I'm saying? You know, just little stuff like that.
I don't
have to keep hearing it, and you hear it from black men, and then black men wonder why black women don't have faith in y'all. Because at some point in time, we start to feel like we're not protected.
That right there. We start to feel like we're not protected. Protected from what? Protected from people's opinion about you that you created for yourself? What? You sound dumb as freak. If you weren't acting like that, people wouldn't think that way about you, and then you wouldn't need somebody to come Captain Save-A-Ho you. If you just acted better from the daggone get-go, gosh, just get right from the get-go. Be feminine, be more attractive and soft and girly. Stop being so aggressive. Stop doing everything that guys are telling you they don't like. Stop.
Because people like, in situations like this, you get on platforms and you start saying those type of things, whether it's relatable to us or not, whether the shoe fits or not. Having to hear it though, it's like, bro, who the fuck got our back besides ourselves?
You're right. Nobody is going to have your back when you're acting like that. What would we be defending? Like, what would other people who are looking at you defend? What would we need to say at that point? Like, if people are saying that you're mean and you're nasty, you have a bad attitude, and then you actually do that and act like that, like, what can they say to defend you?
Like, she has the right to be a bitch, and you just supposed to take it because she's a black female, and the struggle was real 500 years ago, so now we should still let her act a fool.
Does that mean that all Jewish people should have the right for the rest of, generations to come because of what happened back in the Holocaust? Like, no, like, it doesn't make it right. Just because these things happen to you, just because you've been through this, doesn't give you the right to continue to misbehave. At a certain point in time, if you have the cognitive ability to get yourself out of that situation and you're no longer being oppressed, then you shouldn't have the bad attitude anymore.
I thought that y'all wanted to be independent. I thought that y'all wanted to. I was respectful. Do you see what? Listen, this is why your behavior right now, how it is. See, what you don't do is you don't take personal accountability and responsibility for how it is. I'm sorry. I was respectful of you, and now you don't want to be respectful by allowing me to talk uninterrupted. I listen. I wait.
You gotta stop speaking.
And this is the problem: is that y'all think that y'all can just do whatever y'all want to do, and we supposed to just sit there and say, "Oh no, I'm sorry, you're a woman. I'm supposed."
See how she won't even look at him? She's like looking off, probably doing something else, contemplating, waiting for him to stop talking so she can come back with her rebuttal. She probably listened to the first few seconds and already has her response. She's not hearing nothing else that he's saying. And that kind of stuff irritates me because he was sitting there looking and listening to her attentively and came back and actually let her talk. But throughout the whole conversation, every time he's spoken, she's interrupted. There's no respect for a man in general, and despite the fact that he's black, it doesn't even matter if he was black or if he was white. You should just have a certain level of respect. I mean, women didn't even speak unless they were spoken to back in the day. And I'm not saying I want to get back to that point where, like, your husband's allowed to, like, slap the crap out of you or anything. I'm not trying to go back there. But, like, we just want to get back to the point where, like, femininity was brought into the room by females, not gay men. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And that's the end of this video. You guys, I appreciate you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Be the best audience that existed ever in life. I love you so much. And I will see you next time.